picture this. Stuck in an elevator with a bunch of strangers and yours truly, the master of awkwardness, decides to break the ice with, "So, anyone here like cheese?" The silence that followed was so thick you could slice it with a cheese knife. The faces around me ranged from amused to confused, and I could literally hear my social anxiety screaming, "Abort mission, abort mission." But instead of retreating into my shell, I powered through, elaborating on my profound love for cheddar, brie, and Gouda, making wild hand gestures as if I was conducting a symphony. Slowly but surely, one brave soul chimed in about their fondness for mozzarella, and before we knew it, we were all laughing, sharing our favorite cheese anecdotes. It was awkward, it was uncomfortable, but it was also genuinely human. It was a moment of connection, however fleeting, over something as mundane as cheese. And that, my friends, is how I became the cheese guy in my building. Now, you might think that the cheese guy would struggle to make friends, but you'd be surprised. From the elevator incident sprang the most unexpected friendships. There was Laura, the lady from the third floor who mistook my brie for camembert and ended up joining our newly formed Cheese Appreciation Club. Then there was Tom, the fitness freak from the sixth floor, who, despite his initial disdain for dairy, couldn't resist the allure of the gorgonzola. And let's not forget about Sarah and Mike from the second floor, the vegan couple who, despite their dietary restrictions, found a newfound respect for my cheese obsession. It's funny how something as simple as an elevator ride with a block of cheese can lead to such wacky, wonderful friendships. Stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing your quirks can indeed lead to some of the most authentic connections. It's about being open to the unexpected, being true to who you are, and, in my case, unabashedly declaring your love for dairy. And just like that, I went from cheese guy to squad captain, all thanks to a love for dairy. But what if you're lactose intolerant? Fear not, I've got some non-dairy tips for you too. Now let's dive into the world of accidental friend making. Tip 1. Be the listener. It's like being a human diary but without the lock and key. Tip 2. Embrace your quirks. If you love collecting stamps, shout it from the rooftops. Or maybe just share it in a conversation. Last but not least, tip 3. Be you. Authenticity is like a magnet. It attracts the right people towards you. Remember, you don't need to love cheese to make friends, but it does help. So what's the takeaway from my cheesy story? Well, it's quite simple, mates. Embrace your quirks, let your freak flag fly high, and step out of your comfort zone. You might be surprised at the connections you can make when you're just being yourself. And hey, even if you stumble a bit, that's okay. Life's too short to not make a few bloopers along the way. And remember, if all else fails, just ask them if they like cheese. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awkward anecdotes from yours truly, the Cheese Guy.